Tiny-Spaceship.
Welcome to the Tiny-Spaceship FlyBy for Thumper. I'm your pilot, Matthew, and joining me today as my co-pilot is David.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, man. So this game is pretty interesting. I became aware of this because it's actually a launch game for PlayStation VR. Does not have VR support on the PC just yet, but we are a bit of a VR enthusiast, so it's coming. And based on what I saw of this game, I thought I actually knew what it was. I knew it was like a rhythm game. But it's actually kind of not what I thought, because a lot of the reviews were talking about how it's like kind of like horrifying. It's sort of like it gives you some unease, and you'll see what I'm talking about when we get into it. But
sounds fun.
Yeah. This is released on. By the way, this was released October 10th, and it's developed and published by Drool. It's $19.99, and it's also the same release date for the PlayStation VR. They came out as a launch title for that.
Very sick.
So I'm not all that far in here. I've only gotten to the 4th level, and as you can see by my scores here, it's kind of kicking my ass a little bit. So, but I went through level 2 a little bit. I think we're gonna start here because when you first start, it's very, very simple. This is basically where they start taking the training wheels off a little bit.
For sure.
So this is gonna maybe be hard to explain a little bit as we play, because I'm gonna jump. I'm not gonna do the tutorial stuff.
All right.
All right. So let's see how this goes.
So the general premise is it's basically a rhythm game, right?
Yeah. You can play with the keyboard if you want. I quickly found that's not the way to go. It's much better with a controller. But I'll jump in, and you can ask me questions. It might be hard to talk for this game because it is sort of intense, as you'll soon find out.
I'm ready to go on the ride with you, my friend.
All right, so you play as a space beetle, all right? And you have you have directional controls, and I'm hitting A on these. And so I have to hold here for these things, and I gotta turn for those. Now, if you do it just right, you get like a bonus. It sounds a little bit different. It might be hard to tell, but I'm holding the button the whole time there. Tap, tap, turn. So there's the little gates. Like that was a gate. I pretty much nailed it, so I got an S rank.
Nice.
There's actually mini bosses and boss fights too. It's kind of
no way. So the red bars you are holding?
Yes, I'm holding. Like if I hold, I just go like this, and I'll bust through the red bars. If I hold up, and you'll see this later, I'll be able to jump over stuff. If I go left and right, I just do this. And they just now started introducing multiple lanes in the thing I'm on. If I hold the button and turn, I go like this. So like here, if it's red, it's gonna hurt you. So you gotta like I can miss the stuff on the ground and not get hurt, but you'll see. I'm surely gonna die at some point. So I'm holding up and I'm holding it to hit that, and I just missed something. But
wow!
All right, so I hit the wall, and I just died.
Jesus!
And this is not even like this is nothing compared to some of the stuff. Like I'm gonna try to play through the rest of this one so you can see the mini boss fight and the boss fight, and then we'll go to my current level to see what I'm dealing with at this point.
You have to fight on for all the space beetles everywhere.
See, I fucking missed it again. I gotta hold the whole time. Sometimes I let go and I end up getting hurt. Then my wings are like see-through. It means if I get hit again, I'll die. Oh, I didn't even see that. Alright, I gotta buckle down because I don't want to get stuck on this part too long.
This is intense, man.
Yeah, I find it really fun though. I'm not sure how much VR is going to really add to this though. I'll probably try it, but it might make you it's probably harder to see stuff coming up. So that seems like kind of bad. So you can play a little safe. You can hold to the side early if you want, but you don't get as many points. So I'm just gonna play a little bit safe on this so we don't try not to die.
Sounds like a prudent strategy.
You see kind of the space horror shit going on. There's little tentacles everywhere, and
Yeah.
You'll see, like, the bosses are kind of... The music and everything makes it really creepy. That did it!
Fantastico.
There's some kind of, like, combo mechanic I don't really understand. Like, those little things that were flying around me. Oh, shit. Shit. Fuck it. I'm just gonna not die. Like, damn, forget my score. I'm just gonna make it through. So I got my wings. You get your wings back when you finish the area. You can get your wings back. You can get them back earlier. Oh, here's the mini boss. And I'd get my wings back there if I had lost them. Oh. Oh, well, that's no good. So then, since I didn't, like, nail the combo, I have to start over. To try to get the power-up or whatever.
Makes sense, makes sense.
I'm gonna slam it. Boom! I missed it. Fuck! Alright, I got it that time. I believe it's always 3 to kill it. It does change a little bit from track to track. Alright. Oh, there's one more, I guess. I guess there's 4.
Gotta shoot that torpedo into the exhaust port, my man.
Uh-huh. I just quote Star Wars, but I probably get it wrong, so I'm not even gonna try.
Use the Force, Matthew. Etc.
Something about nailing wombats,
something a nerd would say.
Womp rats, something.
I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-70.
There you go. Alright, so I think we probably have like 5 more stages in the boss, and then we'll jump ahead. I'm just wondering how much more they're gonna layer, because I'm only like basically halfway through, and they're still adding stuff. And it's like becoming way more complicated.
It requires 2 dual shocks. There's gonna be 8 concurrent dimensions.
I mean, I wish you could just play this with the DDR pad. That's probably the way to go.
I mean, maybe.
Comes at you pretty quick, but you get used to... There's only certain things that can hurt you, though, so you gotta kind of pick... The walls are the big one. The walls will really screw you. Especially if you try to go for the perfect turns, because you have to kind of get into them a little bit before you do it.
Soundtrack is... Oh.
I'm good, I'm good.
The soundtrack's interesting, like, it feels kind of weirdly organic.
Yeah.
Like, obviously heavily electronic, but, like, the... not particularly regular.
Yeah, this is one of those games where, you know, they sell the soundtrack on the side. I don't know if I would get it or anything, but it works really well in the context of the game. Like, this part's pretty cool. Oh, shit. Alright. So I got an S even though I screwed up. I did enough perfect turns and stuff to pull it out. But if you mess up once, you will, a lot of times you will not, you know, get it. There's also, like, my controller will start rumbling at random times, so there's, like, there's a lot of going on that I'm just not getting.
What's there not to understand about being a space beetle on a twisting tentacle track?
The way the game is structured, too, it's like you can, even if you, like, lose a lot, you can figure it out and kind of get through it, because you get to retry it over and over. And as far as I can tell, it's not randomized, so you can kind of, like, work through it eventually. But here's like the ominous, this is the part where they're talking about like how it's kind of like almost like a horror game in a way. So I think we're coming up on the boss. My controller just vibrated. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh no, it's not the boss. I lied. It's more of this.
What, you're telling me this rhythm game has more rhythms for you to work on?
Yeah, I turned really early now, and I'm like, I love that score, but I don't want to be retrying stuff constantly. They gotta hold up for these to jump over, and then you gotta hold it for those. Those are like the equivalent of the red bars. But since you have to hold up, like those cannot hurt you. That's why they're not red. The boss has to be coming up soon.
Is S the highest rank, or is there like an U?
So I've only seen S. But there's some, the combo system. Maybe there is something higher. I doubt it though.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of the early stages like so simple, like you have to be pretty bad to not get an S on them.
Always got to grade in the curve.
Oh shit, okay, well. I guess my body helped me out there because I totally spaced on that. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing.
You space beetled on it.
Muscle memory, man. I was a space beetle in a previous life, so it kind of helps. When you go airborne in the jump, you can like hit down to slam into the piece, but I don't really even know what that does. In the upper right there, when I got hit, there was also something that went away. I think that was like a combo meter or something. Okay, come on. This is... Oops. We gotta be close to the boss. This is crazy. Like, I thought I picked the right stage here, but... See, I did slams on that. Fuck, alright.
You went to Space Beetle Valhalla.
Yeah.
21. Okay, so it's broken up into pretty small segments.
Yeah. Every time I go through one of those, circle things, that's a checkpoint. Try not to die here. I'm running with I already got hit once, so hopefully I don't fuck this up. I got my wings early because I did good, and then I just fucking lost it immediately. So that's like, I guess that's part of the combo system.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, well, I went underneath that. It just doesn't give me as good a score, but I got my wings back, so we'll probably be fine here. I guess it's kind of repetitive. I like this game a lot, though.
It is a pretty relentless assault, but I can see it rewarding, that flow.
Alright, checkpoint. And I missed the checkpoint. I still get it, but so I gotta be there. Alright, here we go. This is definitely the boss now.
My god, it's full of stars. So definitely, obviously I'm getting like an audio surf kind of vibe, but it almost feels weirdly more similar to like Guitar Hero in the sense that you're not building up anything like audio surf, but you have to hit things, obviously, very closely in time.
I didn't know if this game would ever... I figured there'd be some mechanic that used the left and right so you can lean. There's the boss.
Whoa!
And that's later. That's the multi-track thing is where I'm at right now. Yeah, like all the tentacles that are on the track go away, and then they start rebuilding again. So I don't know if I'll get the bomb here. Probably not.
Oh, yeah.
I should get my wings back here.
Torpedo away.
Give me my wings! What? No, they're gone. Huh. There are my wings.
There
All
we
right,
go.
one more. All right.
Fantastic.
Gotcha.
Take that, tentacle skull.
So it is the same boss every time from what I've seen so far, but the mini boss can be a little different. You have to like break away these like shields, and then it exposes him.
Is that secretly the eponymous Thumper?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm guessing the Beetle is the Thumper. I don't know.
I guess so.
I'm just going to show you the most, like, where I'm at right now, and I'll probably not be able to do this, especially if I'm talking, but just to give you an idea of how it escalates. So that was level 2, this is level 4.
Let's turn up the business. So there's only, does it, like, continue to scroll to the right, or is there basically, like, 10 or so stages?
I'm not sure how many stages are total. That looks like they show on that screen. Some of the difficulty is, like, score-based. So, like, you can still get through, but you can get a really shitty score. Like, I've been getting C's and stuff. See, like this, I can actually go to the side and just avoid this if I want. Oh. It's like it seems a lot faster. I'm missing some stuff here. Well, I made it through the checkpoint, but yeah, it just escalates more and more. I'm assuming there's gonna be like more than just 2 tracks at some point. But yeah, that's Thumper.
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna check it out in VR, and if you got a PlayStation VR, this might be a game you picked up. But let me go back to I think quit. Yeah, we'll see one more thing here. So, okay, 10 levels. I'm pretty sure that's the full thing. So I can't imagine what this is going to be like at the last level. And
my lord, yeah.
The way the checkpoints work, I will eventually get there, I think. But I'm just slow burn for me.
Well, I gotta say, the multi-track with those little mini walls, it really definitely ramps up the difficulty level pretty aggressively.
Yeah. And again, you can just avoid a lot of that stuff, but you will not get a good score if you're avoiding things like that. Because if you see, like, you miss 1 or 2 things, you'll get like an A, and if you mess up any more than that, you're going to get way lower.
Nothing ventured.
Well, thanks for joining me, David.
Hey, thank you for showing me the world's premier Space Beetle track combat simulator.
Yeah, no problem. Take it easy.
Have a good one.